As many of you may already know, but Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will have something called a Fighter's Pass, which will give us 5 DLC characters, 5 new stages, and multiple music tracks in each pack. So with that being said, yes, we are getting DLC, but I have a little more information regarding this DLC that came from Sakurai's Twitter account. But before we hop into that, I just want to let you guys know I'm doing a giveaway for 3 copies of Super Smash Bros. We have less than a month left, so go enter that giveaway now so you have a chance to win. Link is in the description below and top of the comment section. He specifically said in an English tweet, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's DLC lineup is now complete. This time, the selection was made entirely by Nintendo. I decide if we can create a fighter based on their selection, then come up with the plan. And then he follows up with another tweet saying, "It's great to dream about your favorite character joining the battle, and I appreciate your passion. But please try to stay on topic when replying to the tweets and refrain from flooding us and other users with requests when we're not specifically asking for feedback. Thank you." So basically, Nintendo has compiled a list of characters for Sakurai to pick and choose for DLC fighters. So this could be a multitude of different characters, but this honestly points towards a specific group of characters. If Nintendo themselves are picking the characters and not specifically Sakurai, then this means that more popular characters are more likely to be put in Smash. For example, Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. I know it sounds crazy and this has been a thing since Smash Bros. Wii U, but Sora could honestly be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He is a popular character at the moment, and Nintendo and Square Enix have a really good relationship, and a lot of people say Disney is a barrier when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. But people in the Kingdom Hearts community have interviewed people at Disney that works with Square Enix and that handles all of that stuff when it comes to Sora and trademarking, and honestly, they wouldn't have any problem with Sora being in Smash, and it's definitely possible. So Disney is not a barrier. Also doesn't hurt to mention that Disney and Nintendo have a great relationship for businesses. Or my other theory is that they could easily just ask for Geno from Square Enix, since Square Enix has a part in Geno's creation, and I believe they partly own Geno. Mainly because Square Enix created Super Mario RPG, so it only makes sense. And if somebody at Nintendo higher up creating this list for Sakurai, maybe they really want Geno back in the game and back in a Nintendo property. Geno could definitely be in the game because he's also a spirit in the game as well in the new spirits mode, if you didn't know that. And also, just because a character is in a game as a spirit, it does not deconfirm them. Same thing with Mii costumes. Chrom still has a Mii costume. So things like that don't really deconfirm characters anymore, because even characters that are playable have spirits in the game, such as Snake. This argument could also be used for Rex, and he would be my third pick that they could use for a fighter in this game. Rex is actually quite a popular character now at this point, and Xenoblade 2 has become a popular game in the Nintendo lineup. And yes, Rex did get a Mii costume, and Sakurai did say he was not put in the game only due to the fact that the list was already chosen, but he would have put him in the game because Sakurai has actually played through Xenoblade 2 and he actually thoroughly enjoyed the game. So I feel like if this list was made after Xenoblade 2 came out, Rex probably would have been in the game. So instead he gave us a Mii costume. But this does not get rid of the fact of that he could still be in Super Smash Bros. Even though he has a Mii costume, similar to Chrom, who still has a Mii costume in the game like I mentioned a second ago. We also have Nia costume in the game as well, and a bunch of spirits from Xenoblade 2, so it's very possible that Rex could be in the game, so he'd be my third pick for the third character in the Fighter Pass. As much as people are probably going to hate this, I really feel like we're going to get another Fire Emblem character as DLC. I only say this because Fire Emblem 3 Houses comes out next year on the Switch, and it seems like they've done this every single game, add a new Fire Emblem character starting with Melee. Melee had Marth and Roy, Brawl added Ike, Smash Wii U added everybody from previous games that are Fire Emblem characters, plus Robin and Corrin and Lucina. Now in Ultimate we got an Echo Fighter for Roy, which is Chrom, and honestly I would not be surprised whatsoever if we get another Fire Emblem character or the protagonist from 3 Houses, which is coming out in 2019. So honestly, that's all I really have to say about that. I feel like we're definitely going to get Fire Emblem again, and don't be surprised if we do get it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Ending off everything, I feel like they're going to hit us with an even bigger banger, such as a character like Banjo-Kazooie. The only reason why I mentioned Banjo-Kazooie is because it's just definitely a big part of Nintendo history, and it'd be crazy not to add them. If we don't get them, that's fine. I never played a Banjo game for myself, but I understand how important the characters are to Nintendo in their history. It's also important to take note that the president of Xbox is fine with adding in Banjo-Kazooie. He has expressed this on Twitter many times. People have added him on Twitter many times asking if Banjo should be in Smash, and he agrees, and he wants Banjo in Smash. So if Nintendo talks to them, it would definitely happen because he is the top dog when it comes to Xbox, and now Rare is owned by Xbox, so it could definitely happen. So those are all the characters I could see happening, not taking all 5 spots, but at least taking one of these spots. I feel like one of these characters are definitely possible for taking a spot, especially the Fire Emblem one. I'm not saying that all of these will all be in the game, but just at least one of these I feel like. But I have a hard read on Sora and a Fire Emblem character, and hopefully Geno. Please Geno, please. Well, that's going to conclude my little speculation who I think are going to be part of the Fighters Pass and the final fighters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. At least one of these is going to be part of the final fighters, and hopefully all of them. That would be insane, and this video would be crazy if I actually just guessed all of them. But these are some of the final fighters I feel like will end up in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as DLC. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out that giveaway like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, I'm working on that new intro.